What women tend to notice in older men has very little to do with expensive watches. Forget luxury cars. Forget the idea of impressing someone with money. And surprisingly, it's not even really about grey hair. If you still believe attraction is mostly based on wealth or appearance, you're overlooking a deeper reality that many men never truly grasp. In the next few minutes, we're going to explore 3 powerful traits that women recognize almost immediately. These qualities are not directly connected to age itself. They come from something much deeper: life experience, emotional maturity, and the quiet wisdom that only develops through time. And by the end, we'll uncover a hidden factor that can make a man genuinely unforgettable in a woman's eyes. But before we begin, I want to quickly thank everyone who supports this channel. I sincerely appreciate it. These conversations happen because of you. And if you'd like to become part of this community, check out the link in the description. Members receive access to private videos, early uploads, and exclusive content you won't find anywhere else. Now let's begin. There's a widespread misconception that older men can only attract younger women through material things: expensive dinners, social status, luxury lifestyles, and surface-level symbols of success. But if you truly observe women, not just listening to their words but paying attention to how they naturally respond, you'll soon realize that idea is incomplete. What a woman notices in those first moments usually has very little to do with physical appearance. More often it's about the energy a man carries into a room, and this is where things become interesting, because that kind of energy cannot be purchased, copied, or easily imitated. It comes from a man's relationship with himself. It comes from lived experience, emotional growth, self-awareness, and inner peace. Older men often hold an advantage here, not simply because they are older, but because life has forced them to learn lessons you cannot get from books or social media advice. Struggles, failures, victories, disappointments, responsibility, loss, resilience. These experiences shape the way a man carries himself through the world. Today we'll take a closer look at 3 of these traits, 3 qualities women often sense almost instantly, and qualities that leave a far deeper and longer-lasting impression than physical appearance ever could. The first trait is not physical at all. In fact, women frequently notice it before a man even speaks. It's the energy of presence, something nearly invisible yet immediately felt, like a calm aura surrounding someone who has truly lived. Men who have endured real hardship and learned from it often develop a certain steadiness, a quiet composure. Women are naturally drawn toward men who remain calm even during uncomfortable or uncertain situations. What does this actually look like in everyday life? Picture a simple situation. Something minor goes wrong. Plans suddenly change. Maybe something awkward happens, or a conversation becomes uncomfortable. A younger man may react with obvious tension. He might rush to fix everything immediately, or overcompensate in order to appear in control. Ironically, this usually creates even more pressure. An older man, however, often responds differently, not because he doesn't care, but because life has already shown him problems far more serious than the current moment. He pauses, he breathes, he handles the situation calmly without turning it into unnecessary drama. And without even realizing it, this reaction sends a powerful message. It communicates emotional control, quiet confidence, and inner stability. These are the things women truly notice, not always consciously, but emotionally. It creates the feeling that this man is grounded, and that matters far more than most men understand. Now let's go deeper into why some men naturally develop this trait, while others struggle with it for years. Emotional stability is not something people are simply born with. It's built slowly over time through experience, reflection, and self-discipline. In psychology, this is often referred to as emotional regulation, the ability to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. The difference may seem small, but it changes everything. Reacting means your first emotion instantly controls your behavior. Responding means you recognize that emotion, but consciously decide how to act next. And that's exactly why this quality has become so valuable today, because it's becoming increasingly rare. Many men ask an important question: can emotional stability actually be developed? Or is it something only a few naturally fortunate people possess? The answer is yes. It absolutely can be developed, but it requires something most people try to avoid: honest self-reflection. Emotional maturity grows when a man stops blaming the world for every frustration and begins understand and